It is here, finally. A year. In 1 week, it'll be a year since I ordered this. So this is the unboxing. So ever sound a little winded, I literally wait for the guy at my gate since I live remote. And I want to do this unboxing here. And tape kind of look a little loose on each end there, but that's okay. Let me just set this down. Get the tape at the bottom. I'm just this excited because this is supposed to be a game changer. Watched a bunch of videos lately, last day or two, and it says it is a game changer. All the videos are saying mostly pros, no cons. So opening the top, it's almost like a billboard you could put up. Nice little thick piece of, it's not even paper, it's a plastic. Set that down, and nothing in the top there. Take that off. So just so everybody's aware, see, this is actually metal, and it's got areas you could screw holes down. This was said to be the temporary base, and it's plastic. So this is the Gen 2. Clearly, they fixed a lot of the errors. So it was worth waiting a year, I think, because I read a lot about the Gen 1, which is a round dish. This is a rectangular dish. As you can see, there's the back side. And the bitchin' part is, the beautiful part, is that this is actually lighter by a lot. And that's a metal stand. So what I'm going to do is stand it up, pull it out. That's it. Kind of a little odd. There's some markings and stuff on it. Hopefully it's all good. That's why I noted the loose tape. We're going to just set this down on the stand for right now. I think there's only one way it goes. Let me set this down. Saw a little, there's a slide in there for it to sit down into. So it looks like this now. Okay, so it only goes one way. And like the other video showed, it definitely is just one chart. There's no instructions apparently. And as you can see, it's all plug and play. So I don't think you need instructions. Okay, so here's the device. Now this one unplugs. And they said in the other videos that it unplugs from the satellite. So I'll take a look at that. Right now it's all plugged in and prepped. So there looks like some instructions down there. Some kind of notices it says. And we're supposed to get 75 foot of cord with this, which looks about right. So on the bottom of the box, there's some paperwork. I'm not sure. This is just regulatory notices is all this is in different languages. Still breathing a little hard just because I'm so stoked and about ran up the stairs and tripped going upstairs. Not many people can do that except for me. So just a bunch of notices. This is really probably just FCC stuff they have to send out. And that looks like it's going to be about it. There's plastic base in here. Okay, now the one downside I already knew about, so I'm just let me get my thoughts here. I'm just so excited. Like I said, it's been a year. The one thing I did want to make clear was, and emphasize on, that was the word I was looking for, is that what you see here is what you get. It's nice that it's plug and play. You know, I guess the cord ends in here, yep, right here. So it's all built into one. But this and this dish here is all you get for almost $600. Put a $99 fee down, and then it was $4.99 in addition when they shipped it, but it ended up being $4.97. So if you figure $5.99 minus 3, that's $4.96 or $5.96. So $596 for a bunch of plastic in a box and 2 pieces of equipment with some cord. That's pretty ridiculously crazy. But some of the cool features about this is that this dish actually rotates and finds the best signal. It's also heated, so it melts ice and snow, so you don't have to be up to the hose. Been there, done that, since we live up in the mountains. And that's also hence why we had this. We're remote, which was the life. I did 3 years without needing better internet. We had Verizon. Internet was great on that. It was good enough for us. It would stream It would rotate sometimes, the load, but it worked good for movies mostly. And I'm going to get into the installation phase of this now, but as far as the unpacking goes, 75 foot of cord, power cord here. I already know where I'm going to put this. But yeah, a lot of money to get started, but flat $99 fee per month. One other thing we can check before I end the video is on the back of this. I'm going to set this down one more time. Anyway, on the back of this, I'll pull this back off. This was supposed to... There's a lot of dust on this and stuff. So I don't know. You know, this isn't a sealed box, but I want to make a note of a lot of the stuff. Trying to get it out of this base. I think there's a push button to release it. There is. They said it disconnected from the satellite because the other ones did not. And I'm telling you right now, for people wondering, this one does rotate up and down as well, and it's going to face the northern sky unlike the southern sky, but it does not, I repeat, does not unplug from the satellite like they said it does. It does, however, unplug from the base, from the Wi-Fi router slash power hub slash whatever else you want to call it. But again, I want to make clear it does not unplug from the satellite, at least that I can see easily. Let me show you. So here's what I'm looking at. Alright, I'm looking at this. It goes up inside of there. That may or may not come out, but trying to do this and hold everything and do this video is not that simple. And then on the back side, there is a little push button. And as you see inside of there, there's a little slot, which matches this slot to go down inside that. Sorry if the video ain't that clear. It's just hard to haul. This is not, it is a lot lighter than the other one, I'm sure, as they say, but it is heavy still. But it's nice to see that they have a metal base and there's holes in each one of the feet, the 4 feet, to screw down to like your roof, which right now I'm not going to do. I'm going to measure the size of this base and probably get some pipe and make my own mounting bracket, even though you can buy them. I also think it's a little ridiculous that you got to buy mounting hardware, and also if you want, that was the other thing, an Ethernet cable, which everybody still needs. You have to buy that separately after spending almost $600. So let me get this up and running. I'll make a new video, see how fast everything is. All I know is super excited. I'm sure I'm forgetting a million things, but yeah, to have to buy a wireless Ethernet port that plugs directly in to work with this system is kind of ridiculous. I'm sure you could probably buy one aftermarket and tie it in. Not 100% on that. They're saying you can't. It looks like exactly like the one I have in my detached garage, hooked to my current internet, HughesNet, which sucks, by the way. Horrible service. It's not fast at all. But it's still cheaper to buy theirs. So even if you could do it, it's only $20. The cheapest one they had at Home Depot was $30. All right, 30 and up. So you can't beat $20 with free shipping. So they got it nailed. They got this all covered. They know what they're doing. They're smart, but it's also kind of messed up. All right, that's it for now. Okay, so this is going to be the second video. I made a second video and I realized I screwed up. So it's very important to remember, tape this end off, which I did. I had the wife go on the roof here to help me. I'm on the 3rd story here. 2nd story roof, but this is part of the 3rd story entrance. We have a deck. You're going to need a 1-inch hole saw, because even though that big ass dongle ain't on it no more, you still got to get this through it. And it's just easiest 1-inch hole, and then you can fill it later. So I mounted mine on a 3rd story roof. We have a lot of southern winds that come from the south to the north, and it's nasty as hell right now. Even big storms moving in, as you can see. So I mounted this bad boy right here, and of course when I stopped the last video, what I was trying to say was that this did unplug once I had 2 hands available. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this back in here, which is sweet. Makes this so much easier to install than other videos I watched, plus not having that big dongle on the line. So I'll put a loop down here. So if this drips, this will be looped something like this, so the drips go down, not up into the hole. And of course that hole will get sealed a little bit later. Right now we just want to get this up and running. See if it works. I'm also going to throw a couple more screws in here. I don't trust these that much. It's what I had available. I'm excited. Just got this thing. So I want to get it up and running. All right, stand by. Okay, so a couple last minute things I want to share with you. I pre-drilled with this very long, because we live up in the mountains here. So we have like 8-inch plus thick walls. So I use this very long pilot drill. And then to get it through on the drywall, I just rotated it around, open up the drywall. That's the easy part. But out here on the wood, I use this 1-inch hole saw to finish opening up the hole, put a loop in. And then I left a little slack right here, and slack on the roof so it doesn't rub too much. And again, see the little dongle, and that's basically like the old style USB. Not really a USB, it's a charging port for the old smartphones, not the modern one. It just plugs right up in there, it just slides right up in. That slides in and locks on the base. I did straighten the satellite out, and satellite's face north in this case, so that's north for us. And again, this makes out of the wind, so I still added a couple screws, but I just wanted to show you that. Look at that awesome eagle flying right there, the hawk, red tail. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how I looped it. Probably put one more in here just to help hold it down. And I'm going to leave this loose so it's not dragging on the corner, and that's why I left that loose as well. Just to give a little bit, so on the wind and movement, it's not fraying the cord. Especially at 60, 70 bucks, whatever this one is, a 75 footer. More than enough for what we need, if this location works out. So we're starting here. If we need to move it, we got plenty of cord inside the house. Where this is, again, a 3rd story access to a 3rd story patio, and I'm laying on the 2nd story. So for us, it's a quick drop below this roof. Over to the left here a little ways, and our TV's right over there. Anyway, that's about it. So I installed the Starlink on February 21st, 2022, and I took speed tests randomly from the first day up until today, March 30th, 2022. So basically approximately 1.5 months of random speed testing. So instead of just using the website like you see in the beginning, I went ahead and I tried a few others on the internet first, and then I downloaded the Speed Test Ocala app, and I've been using that ever since. Now, I've seen some pretty impressive speeds in the beginning. I had 290 megabytes per second download and 33.3 megabytes per second upload. And then the highest speed I've seen most recently was 291 megabytes per second download with, I think it was 11.3 or somewhere in there, megabytes per second upload. That was on each single test that I'm referring to. I've also seen some varying tests that have been anywhere in the neighborhood of 10 megabytes per second download. That's 10.0, yes, 10, and 0 megabytes per second upload. Those have been flukes, and I've also noticed, since I was one of the original purchasers of this over a year ago, I ordered it March 2021, received it end of February 2022. My neighbors are ordering them now, since I went ahead on next door and blabbed all about it. And I've noticed my speeds have been all over the place, up and down. Of course, best testing times are early in the morning, 1, 2 a.m., somewhere in there. And I'm getting the same speeds, 200 and up. As you see right there, that was just 261 megabytes per second download. And it varies. It's all over the place. Now, to fix that, you can go ahead and choose a different server to ping off of. Now, on the latency, I've seen anywhere from 24 milliseconds and on average in the 40s. So I would say the latency, because that's the quickness of everything, it is fairly quick. Even with these down speeds, the really low speeds, I've seen some really awesome results. No lag time, no streaming issues, nothing like that. Again, I think that's more or less due to the fact of the server being overloaded or down or what have you when you're doing your test. So a lot of other guys on videos have said that. They said, well, this seems like it's all over the place, but they haven't had problems either. And I think to fix that problem, it's a matter of just changing the server that you're pinging off of and testing on. Having said that, you'll see this random testing different times, different days. I tried to get them every day, every other day, somewhere in between. So you'll see quite a few of these here. I've been very, very vigilant about this. This part has been hard to upload for some reason. I couldn't get all the shots in properly. They seem to be in there now. I had to cut off some of the bottom where I originally had shown the actual servers I was using. In my case, it seems that because I'm in Arizona, Prescott seems to be a good one. Also, they go to LA when they automatically switch, and Las Vegas. Those seem to be the three main ones. There's also a few in between that I have not mentioned. But all in all, even with the varying test speeds and having to reset more recently since the neighbors have gotten theirs, and by the way, they're shipping them out weekly now, not yearly, generation 2 as I've set up, I would have to say that my biggest concern right now is recently having to reset quite a bit. And you'll see somewhere in here, I showed you a couple shots of resetting it through the app, the Starlink app, and what you'll expect to see. And one time I tried to get a screenshot and I missed it. It said there's an error problem even after I reset it, network error. And that wasn't the case. Just give it a second to reload. You know, I also recommend reloading or resetting your cell phone. You can do a hard reset, which means you have to unplug the actual power plug 3 times, in and out 3 times quickly from the bottom of the router modem. Right here, you can see what I was talking about. Offline, searching, booting, so on and so forth. Underneath offline, you'll see those messages once you do a software reset, software being through the app, versus a hard reset actually unplugging the cord, in which case you'll need to reset your password and set all that up. Now, mind you, I have cameras and everything else hooked up, so I'm running currently anywhere from 13 to 16 devices at a time. That includes all my cameras, that includes my phone and computers, TVs, smart TVs, satellite TV, all that kind of stuff. And it's still great. That was my wife right there texting me when I took that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.